Hello, everybody. We are here, and this is it. This is the new studio. This is the new look. This is the new vibe. It's a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. And I don't know, Mary, what do you think?
Yeah, we're here. And for those of you who haven't joined us for a podcast pre-show, this is it. This isn't the normal podcasting time. This is the pre-show. So Blake, tell everybody a little bit about what the pre-show entails.
Yeah, the pre-show is when Mary does all of her things. Oh, and the dog gets caught on the wires.
This is why we choose Lumos over you.
I know, poor thing. Anyway, so this is when Mary does all the sharing and does all of the tech stuff to make sure everybody sees what's going on in the world. I have already done most of my stuff here, so I think we're just about there, Marvin.
Yeah,
we're just about there. We're ready to go, I think.
Well, can't people share?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, we're a little rusty, ladies and gents. It's been a while since we've done this. So yes, if you'd like, please share. Share the comment, share in the comments, or share on your profiles, share anywhere you'd like. It's it's what it is. And
you comment, je suis prêt.
Yeah, you comment. Yeah, sorry.
I got you.
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
So you're gonna share it to your page, your stories, share it to a text message with a friend who you know who watched the show. This is a great way actually to find out which of your friends have seen Blood of My Blood. As you share it on your wall or in your stories and say, has anyone else watched the show? Anyone else out there like Outlander? I like to geek out with these people, Mary and Blake from Rhode Island. Come on in and join the live. If you're in any other Outlander fan groups, you can share this there as well, because sharing is caring. And when we get to be here live, it's a really cool experience. This gets to be kind of like a fly on the wall experience. Blake and I don't necessarily get to read all of your comments in time. We do read them post. But what makes it fun is your conversations with each other. So the more that you chat, the more that you say, oh, I loved this, I hated that, whatever you want to say, have those conversations there. Remember, of course, that not everyone here has read all of the Outlander books, and this is like Matt Roberts fanfic, essentially. So just be careful about long-term book spoilers for the Outlander stuff, but like I said, this stuff here, this is kind of free reign.
Yes,
this
it
is free reign a little bit.
This is where we're having fun, baby.
That's right.
I'm just gonna check YouTube real quick just to make sure that we look like we're supposed
Robert's
to.
fanfic, essentially. So just be careful.
Okay,
about
we're working good now.
Okay. Are we not?
No, we are. Everything's great. It's
okay.
Just I forgot that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Good.
Everything looks great. We sound great. We look great. I think this is a quality new studio. If you could just do me one favor, my love.
What?
Could you move to your right a little bit?
Like the chair?
Yeah, the chair, if you can.
The dog's gonna drive me crazy if she keeps doing this.
I know. All right, here we go. This is.
Oh!
What just happened?
I broke a nail. That hurts so much. This is gonna drive me crazy. I really need you to bring her upstairs. Ow!
That is a Hall of Fame moment.
No, she needs to get out of here. She can drive me bananas.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that hurts. Have any of you ever broken a nail? They're not my real nails. That's the problem. If it was my real nail, it wouldn't hurt as much. Oh, I had nails put on for a trip. And oh my gosh, that. I gotta shake it out. I've got to shake it out. I was trying. We have a door over here. This is like our. No, I want her upstairs because I don't want her to bug me. She's gonna keep pulling my cords. This is the podcast pre-show. You get to see all the things. Oh man.
Where we get to break nails.
Oh no. All right. You ready?
So yeah. Anyway, let's just say this before we start, ladies and gents. I just want to say thank you so much for watching and listening and being patient with us. We haven't podcasted in a while, and largely that's due in part to me for medical reasons and health reasons. So I was just cleared and said I could podcast and enjoy stuff, and we have the new studio, so if things don't look so right or if they don't sound perfect the way that they normally do, just bear with me as we are we're jumping back into this for the first time since about March. So yeah, so thank you so much for being patient and being wonderful people, sending in messages of encouragement and appreciation, because it's a big deal to me. Sorry, our camera is now out of focus for some reason. There we go. We're back.
Okay.
I think.
I don't feel like I'm in focus.
We're not. Hold on.
Hello? Are you using the Force?
Yeah.
I'm still out of focus. Welcome to Blake's Tech Nightmare. Thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, a lot of you were saying, yes, nails hurt. Nails hurt, man. Oh, it's still, I'm like holding it. I'm holding it here.
You know what it was? It was when I walked in front of the camera, it messed up the focus. So
Okay.
that's the reason why.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So don't forget, friends, to let us know where you're tuning in from. That's always super fun. So you can write down below what country, what state. We would love to know your GBGs, your goods, your bads, your greats. Love to know how many times have you watched this episode. So we're talking about episode 1, Providence, today. Just giving you a heads up.
Yes.
Not talking about
We're
episode
not
2.
talking about 2, so don't expect anything, because I haven't even watched 2 yet. You're hurting, Marvin.
I really am. Blake,
Wow.
You don't understand, man. That's something.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Do you want this up there?
I don't even know. Yeah.
You
I
do?
mean, a little. I don't know.
Okay.
But I prefer to whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. Still, again, like I said, this is
All the tech stuff.
all brand new here.
You good?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
You ready to make a podcast?
I am.
All right, let's do it. 10 seconds for...
Room tone. And for people who don't know what room tone is, we have to awkwardly sit here quietly for about 10 seconds or so as Blake captures the audio stuff that's going around in the room right now. So I just sit here quietly for 10 seconds.
All right, here we go.
Forgive my boldness. I had to touch you. Nothing more than your hands. Am I too bold? You sure I returned to my place across the bridge?
No. What can we do? My father detested yours. My brothers surely will not allow it. Allow us. I'm sure your father will be of like mind. There'll be more obstacles ahead.
Many. No doubt.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go? We go to Providence, Rhode Island. Welcome to Outlander Cast. It's a podcast dedicated to the show Outlander, but honestly right now, blood of my blood on STARZ.
Sorry.
It's okay. Do I say hello? Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Mary Larson.
My name is Blake, and this is it, man. We're here. We're ready to go. We are back. Back after a long hiatus.
Do Outlander wasn't as so long, though, as it has been for us because we have Blood of My Blood.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so excited. This was perfect. This satiated our need to be back in Scotland and all of those things. So it is great to be back behind a mic, back in Scotland, listen to Bear McCreary's bagpipes. I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it.
So if you are watching live, we've already talked about it, but if you're listening, I'm going to say it now. We got a brand new studio, Mary. This is the inaugural run. This is it. This is the first time we've shown it in public with us talking about Outlander or any podcast for that matter. So if you are so inclined, go to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever and just check us out there if you're just listening to this and see what the new studio looks like, because I'm quite proud of it. We put a lot of work into it. So it's we did something so that it looks nice and professional for all of you. Oh, man. We're here. It's Blood of My Blood, man. We're ready to go.
And you know what's really exciting about this is it's uncharted territory for everybody. Of course, the Outlander fandom is broken up into people who've read the books and those who haven't read the books, and who are just show watchers, and people who maybe read the books super duper long ago and have been show watchers and like kind of remember things and kind of don't. But this, Blood of My Blood being a prequel, we're all in this together. Zac Efron,
we're all
Troy, he'd be so proud because we're all in this together. Get your head in the game.
Yes.
We're here to talk about Blood of My Blood.
Absolutely. And of course, we are back, Mary, and with us being back into a new show and back into podcasting, we're not just coming back where it's old and stale. We got a few new things up our sleeve that we're ready to share with everybody, and how we're going to approach the podcasts themselves. And it's actually going to be really cool, and we'll see what that looks like. You know, we got some new segments, some new ideas, some new thoughts, and one of those things is we're just going to talk. We're going to have a few slight things before we get into the details of the show. You ready?
Okay.
So, one word for you about being back on the mic tonight. How would you describe it?
One word. Why don't you go first? You can give me your one word.
Nervous as
I wasn't
hell.
prepared for this. That's not one word.
Nervous.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's been a while.
Okay.
So I'm nervous. And how about you?
Bike.
Bike?
Yeah. Because it's like riding a bike.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I don't get nervous about this kind of stuff.
I know.
You always do.
Oh,
You get nervous about.
Yeah, yesterday I was a mess. I was.
We tried to record yesterday.
Yeah, I was a frantic mess. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
He was all sorts of twitchy.
Oh my God, it was
freaking
bad.
out. Yeah.
All right, one word for the premiere vibe. What is the vibe of the premiere for you?
Oh. Swoony.
Swoony.
What's yours?
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Of course, we also have this idea. We largely play into these archetypes. You and I. You often lead with your heart, and I often lead with my head. Right. I often lead with like the structural stuff. You lead with like how does it make you feel. So, do you have a one sentence heart led take for this
for
episode?
Providence for episode 1?
Yes.
I'm just so happy.
Okay, all right.
That's what my sentence is. I'm just so happy.
I'd say that my head-led quick take was that it was excellently directed.
Okay.
I thought it was great. It was good direction. Jamie Payne is the man. So, all right, are you ready to get into this episode?
Yes,
Let's do
I
it.
am.
Here we go. All right, Marvin, recap.
Okay. I'm used to this being in colors. You put everything in black and white.
I know, sorry.
So that's why I'm so thrown off. So friends who are watching live who are like, what's Mary doing? I'm constantly looking at Blake because I'm like, am I supposed to say something?
Well, it's all
am
written.
I saying anything?
It's all written. It's
I
there
know
ready
it's all
to go.
written, but it's not in pink, and I read everything in pink. I'm Ron Burgundy. You read everything in blue, I read everything in pink. Black confuses me. Okay, so here's time for a mini recap in case you're listening to this in the future. In case you're listening to this in the future, my friends. Okay, so in this episode, this is the premiere. It opens not on mist and tartan, but on grief. Red Jacob Mackenzie's body being washed at Castle Leoch. With no heir named. I'm reading this for the first time, friends, okay? Blake wrote this, but I'm trying to be really dramatic. With no heir named, the clan fractures as Colum and Dougal maneuver for Laird, while their sister Ellen, the daughter Jacob trusted most, is immediately treated as leverage. Amid funeral rites and the gathering, Ellen dodges suitors, pew, 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 including Malcolm Grant, and tumbles into a word-light, camera-led spark with Brian Fraser, first hiding in the stables, stinky, then confirmed on a mossy bridge. Confirmed?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have chosen confirmed. Anyway,
Well,
then
whatevs.
on a mossy bridge where chemistry crashes into Mackenzie Fraser politics. Colum lets Dougal's hot head ignite an attack on the Grants, then solves the crisis and secures power by planning to promise Ellen to Malcolm. His caged bird gesture makes plain her father's protection is gone. Finally, a tag in the 20th century reveals Julia and Henry Beauchamp's car crash. Beauchamp.
I'm on Burgundy.
I know her name, too.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Anyway, yep, the Beauchamps, okay? Mommy and Daddy Beauchamp. You know what it is, too? You know what it is? I need new contacts. I just went to the eye doctor
okay.
yesterday.
I put it as big as I could make it for you.
Listen, I'm also blind. So Julia and Henry, Claire's mom and dad, they have a car crash near Craignadoon, but it doesn't kill them. Dun, dun, dun. Julia disappears through the stones, and Henry follows. I want to say Henry. Henry follows, explaining their quiet appearances already seated in 1714.
That just nice little bell ring for you, just there for Beauchamps. And
You don't even
Henri.
include that they have a little rumpy pumpy.
Well, I mean
not even a little. That was
It's
like,
like-
Bridgerton.
that's
Little
like-
booty.
that. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Here we go.
Okay. Anyway,
Nothing is pink. I have no idea what I'm supposed to say next, but I'm ready. I've got my notes.
Marvin,
I've
how
got
many
my
years
notes.
have we been podcasting about Outlander?
12.
Exactly. We should know what to do by now.
Because mine was always in pink for 12 years.
All right. So
And I'm blind.
the
Now I'm
episode
wicked old.
details.
They already told me I'm gonna need some kind of special glasses soon, where I could like see things at different distances. They told me I'm too old for LASIK. Help me. Oh, God, I need some water. Okay.
All right. Here we go. So this episode was entitled Providence.
Oh my God, I love it. It's the capital of Rhode Island. For those of you
All
international
right.
people, Rhode Island, it's the smallest state in the United States.
Just for the sake of posterity.
Your cousin from Boston.
Okay, so Rhode Island, it's below Boston,
Yes, it is.
Massachusetts,
Yep.
and it's the tiniest state. Takes 45 minutes to drive end to end. There is nowhere you can be in our state where if you didn't walk 18 miles away, you wouldn't be in the ocean or another state.
Right.
You're at 18 miles from at least an ocean or another state at every single point in our state. Anyway,
Yes.
the capital of our state is called Providence.
Yes, it is. So just throwing that out there. It's
We were
named
the first
Providence.
place
It was great.
in America that was founded on the separation of church and state.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. So, I just wanted to say that this episode was aptly, I think, named Providence because it looks and sounds and feels
Like Rhode Island?
like Rhode Island. The only thing that we were missing is just
Potty pizza.
potty pizza.
The
and-
Real Housewives of Rhode Island. That's the thing that's next.
I know.
They were missing Bravo.
Oh my God, that is going to be something else.
It's
I'll
gonna be
tell you
amazing.
what.
I'm not in it.
No, you're not. I actually,
yet.
I told her. I was like, Mary, you should like apply.
They'd be like, who is this nerd? Oh my God.
Get this out of here.
And I'm like 5 times the size of each of the women they've cast.
Yeah,
I know a lot of the women they cast, and no joke, it looks like I ate 3 of them. People here are tiny.
They are. It's
I'm
a lot. Well, you know what it
giant.
is. It's a lot of Italian and Greek people
yeah.
who are, and Portuguese who are widely.
And I'm the size of
Small.
Jamie Fraser, okay?
And, yeah, it's you're like Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, yes.
Just roaming around.
Yes.
And I too, with that Danish and Scottish blood, 6'4", 250 pounds, just roaming around. So yeah, I think this was aptly titled because obviously it's talking about the inevitability. It's God's hand behind the events of what's going on, and I actually have quite the outlandish theory about this, Mary. So I'm looking forward to sharing it. The director was Jamie Payne. You should know him because he has directed 40. What?
We're so blurry. We keep going blurry and then not blurry.
We're blurry?
We were.
Okay. Well, we're not now. So.
Okay.
All right. So Jamie Payne. You should know him. He's directed 1 million episodes of Outlander, and he is one of my favorite Outlander directors. So I think the show is in good hands with him. And the writer was Matt B. Roberts. And we all know how I feel about Matt Roberts.
I love Matt. It's thanks to Matt that Outlander, the show, has happened.
No, it's thanks to Ron Moore that the that the show has
Matt,
happened.
I feel like Matt was like such a fanboy. Like he's just like, yes, Ron, yes, but like carried on.
That's
thanks to
yes,
Matt.
it has carried on because of Matt. Yes,
because of Matt.
Yes.
So,
agreed.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Your kilt rating, Mary. How many kilts are you giving this episode?
I'm giving this episode 5 kilts.
5 kilts. Okay. And I'm going to go with a 4.
Did you expect anything different?
I know, right? I'm going to go with a 4-1. Because what? You giving me a face? What's the face for?
I just think that's lower.
You think so? Why do you think that's lower?
I think it's lower than I thought you were going to give.
Really? Well, here I'll tell you why. I think that the show was great when it was great, and it was really bad when it was really bad.
Okay.
And that's why I give it a 4-1. I can't go higher than that when I have a comment like that, if you know what I mean. All right. The next thing we're gonna do, Mary, is we're gonna call it the bomb impact.
Bomb impact.
Yes, blood of my blood impact. Yes. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to give a rating of 1 to 5 about how I'm gonna get the dog about how this episode enriches the original show Outlander. Like does it give it? Does this essentially, should this show exist by itself based on the last episode? And does it give us a better understanding of Outlander?
Okay.
1 means like it takes away from Outlander, and 5 means it is absolutely essential to Outlander's existence.
Oh, wow.
All right, so hold on, I gotta go get the dog.
Okay, so once again, and people who are watching live, this is a great question for you. So the bomb impact, how much does this enrich Outlander? 1, detracts. 2, 3, nice to have. 4, it enriches it in a strong way. And 5, this is essential. Essential. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop it in the live. Okay, Blake, what do you give it?
And what I want to do too for all the patrons is I want to add up all the bomb impacts, and at the end of the season we'll give a complete bomb impact to show how essential it is to Outlander's existence. So that's that. All right, my bomb impact. I'm going to give this one simply because I think it nearly retcons Claire. It nearly retcons the story as we know it. So I'm going to say it's a 4. And that's a high rating.
Nice.
Because it also sends us off into a different direction, meaning we know that Julia is pregnant, which could give us an explanation for the little girl at the end of Outlander Season 7B. How that works into it, I don't know. But I think we'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Right,
how about you? What's your bomb impact?
Right now, my bomb impact, just based upon this episode, is a 3. It's really nice to have. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it. I really do.
Yep.
If I didn't have it, would I be like, Outlander isn't the same without this episode? No. It was really nice to have. Mm-hmm. It really was.
Okay.
It's like a little sip of limoncello after dinner when you're in Italy. You're in Italy, man.
Yes.
It's still fantastic. It's still Outlander. The limoncello is great. But if I didn't have the limoncello, would I not enjoy Italy? No.
Do me a favor, just talk into the mic, my love.
People said that that's why it's going in and out of focus is because of the mics. Because now it's blurry.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Because
Now they're saying that they can't see our mouths too because they're just hidden behind it.
Well, I mean, like if you move it so that like you're the firing end,
I'll just sit behind it.
like that.
It's okay.
So go like that, the firing end.
Is this the firing end?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. So we got new mics too, everybody. We got like professional radio station grade microphones. So they're very intentional with how they're supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You're GBG. You're good. You're bad. And you're great.
Okay. I put stars in my notes so I knew what I was going to be talking about. Okay. So my good is Bear McCreary. Bear McCreary, he just brought it
Yes,
in
he
this
did.
episode. He brought it to his whole soundtrack for what he's dropped so far. Absolutely loved it. I love the opening song. Bear McCreary, you get my G. You get my good.
Yep.
My bad is what the hell did they do all that time at the bridge? Because she is gone all day
Hours.
into the night. There's like nighttime birds hooting away when she gets home. We left off with some knuckle rubbing. Okay? If
Knuckle rubbing.
episode 2 or episode 3, because I've already watched 2. If episode 3,
Wait, you've watched 2 already?
everyone else has. I'm sorry that you are being a purist. I'm really proud of you, but
Okay.
I could not
I love that for
stop
you,
it. I
Blake.
love that for you. I was folding laundry and I was just like, does what happen? This is honestly was the bridge. I was like, what did they do all day? What did you do all day? Because I know it didn't take you 6 hours, Ellen, to ride your horse home. So what did you do all day?
Right,
And was
right.
there more with Brian? Did you stand there for 6 hours rubbing knuckles? Did you tell each other your secret stories? I have not gotten that intel. And because of that, that is my bad. If I don't ever get to know what happened all day and I have to miss out on that, I'm going to be very jealous because that is a big time jump.
Sure.
Okay? It would have made a lot more sense. And she still could have been missing for a little while and they still could have gotten riled up and she could have come home while they were fighting and chasing after Malcolm Grant. I don't know. But that was a long flipping time.
Yes.
So I'm just saying I have some questions
Okay.
and I don't enjoy having questions. And then my great is the casting for these main characters. I think that they were able to find people who, if you took AI and you said, make a baby, have you seen those things? Like where they take pictures
Yep.
of people and it's like, make a baby out of these two. They would look like Jamie and Claire, their babies. And then not to mention the mannerisms that obviously these actors have been able to study to have like these subtle little things, or if they just understand like what those characters' traits are that are very strong about them and how they were able to weave them in, even down to us being introduced to Brian Fraser with the coloring and the kilt action of the same way that we make Jamie when he's like shoveling the hay.
Yeah.
The coloring of that scene, I'm like, if you
Yes.
had told me, if you just put red hair on that guy and I quickly saw it walking by, I would have thought that was the scene when we meet Jamie.
Right.
Or when he's not when we meet him, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he's
when
like
he's-
shoveling the hay.
Yeah.
It was like the angle of it and everything. So I just think they hit the ball out of the park with this casting. And I
Yep.
think that these people have done an extraordinary job researching their characters and doing them justice. How about you, Blake?
Yep, absolutely. All right, my good is this. Oh, what happened? Oh, sorry. There we go. My good is this. The being back in Scotland, and for a multitude of reasons, it's just that like you get that early Outlander vibe from this. Like you get the uniqueness of it. You get the we've said it 1,000 times. Scotland is a character, and that is what makes the show different from everything else. And that's like period pieces. Very rarely do you see shows or anything like that set in Scotland, number one, right? But on TV now, there's nothing like that. There's other period pieces, and Outlander is one, obviously, but it's lost that like literal and figurative magic that Scotland gives. And even though it's filmed in Scotland, it's just different when it's set in the U.S. or the colonies. My bad. I have to give it to Matt Roberts. What do you give me the face for?
I'm just taking a sip of my water.
We all know that I am not a big Matt Roberts guy. I never have been. I'm sure he's a nice fellow. I'm sure he loves Outlander, and that he's very proud of his work. And he should be, because he's created something from nothing, quite literally, in this show. I just hate his writing. I hate his writing, and I know hate is a strong word, and I'm still using it, Mary, because unfortunately, Matt, I think, and this is something that I think his writing in general suffers from, it's just very talky. This episode was extraordinarily talky. People were speaking to each other in unnatural ways, like dropping their names, like when they wouldn't naturally drop their names, and it's only for the benefit of the viewer. And Matt often uses crutches in his writing when he tries to get exposition out, meaning like, as you know, Mary, I'm wearing a blue and black and orange checked shirt. And as you know, you love when I wear this shirt. Like, it's only there to benefit the viewer. It's not natural.
Can you give us an example?
Yes. It was when Ellen was speaking with Jacob, her father, in the flashbacks. By the way, loved the flashbacks. Thought those were great. It was when they were talking about her role in the family and how he. Oh my God, what was it? It was in that first conversation where it was like, oh crap.
Talking about how he doesn't have an heir yet.
I can't remember it off the
I know
top
that
of my
she
head.
does that with Miss Fitz. Like, she's saying like, oh, you're the one that's going to have a problem now, and everyone has to choose between your brothers. Like, I felt like that was expository.
Oh yes, and that's part of it.
Yeah, and so for that part, I was like, oh, I get that this is important, but it definitely feels like chapter 1. Here's the scene. And I will say, Blake, I agree that this episode was a lot more talky and a lot more like laying down the facts. But it is episode 1, and
Yeah.
it kind of needs to do that. And I would much prefer it be done this way than drumroll voiceovers.
Oh,
because
yes, I
there
agree.
weren't any voiceovers in this episode, and I was braced for impact. I was ready. I was like, okay, Outlander sure does love their voiceovers. So who are we gonna get? Are we gonna get Ellen? Are we gonna get multiple people? You know, because they also dabbled in that eventually,
Right.
and there were no voiceovers.
Right.
So I would prefer be more talk heavy than voiceovers personally.
That's
for
fair.
a initial episode.
That's fair. And then my great is Jamie Payne. I loved Jamie Payne's work in this episode, particularly the meet cute with Ellen and Brian, especially when they first meet in the stables, how that was shot, seeing like partial like faces and slats, and how, that was beautifully shot. The lighting, the framing, all of it was just like right up there. And it gave you a really great insight into the mystery of these two, the mystery of their love, and the mystery that they share between each other. Also, the bridge scene. I thought that the bridge scene was very well handled. And I think both of those scenes, if not handled by a director that knows what he's doing, could be extremely, extremely corny. But it wasn't. It was actually quite nice. And when I saw the bridge, I was like, oh my God, can we get any more on the nose? But then it was just the way that it was handled. It was like, okay, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it. So that's that. All right. Let's get into the rest of the episode, Marvin. What do you say about that?
Okay.
All right. So where do you want to start in this one?
At the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
Okay, let's do that.
You good with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's how I took my notes.
That's
was
fine.
just scene by scene. So
I like
unless
it.
you had a different plan.
Nope, let's do it.
Once again, I just needed to give a shout out that they started this episode with no voiceover.
Yeah.
I was braced for it. Instead, we start off with the singing in the Gaelic, and it really helped put us in the right place. It helped us know, okay, we are in Scotland and they're washing a dead body. So all of that combined, there was no talking. There was no talking in the beginning. It was just the busyness of getting Castle Leoch ready for the funeral and for the gathering and for washing of Red Jacob's body. And so I was really, really pleased with this. They didn't actually start like the Outlander title and the opening song for 13 minutes.
That's awesome.
We
Loved
just
it.
jumped right in, and I thought that was brilliant and very maturely done.
Yep.
And then even when we first get our first shot of Ellen, we get her sobbing, and we don't even see her head. We don't see anyone call her name, but instead we get to see her red hair, which the red is shown because of the firelight. So we really get to see the red hair, which for those of us who love Outlander, we know who this has to be. We know who she has to be related to, but also that fiery spirit that is so in Ellen and in Jamie. And so I thought that was really neat that is how we are introduced to Ellen, is through her hair.
Did it, I just quickly, did the Ellen of it all and the conversations with her dad give you like a Brave type feeling?
Oh,
that's what I got. Like she was Merida. That's what I felt like.
I did. I mean, why not? Right?
Because Ellen is like the knowing, like fearsome, but also independent. And I is like, okay, this is
by my own hand.
Yes, right, exactly. And like it's actually quite literally, because her father says you don't ever have to get married for the clan. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm not saying it was a Brave ripoff, but it's like close.
Yeah.
But I like it. I
don't think it's a ripoff.
Brave.
I think that it's amazing. And yeah, we can have the Disney version and then our version.
Yes.
We then get the super telling us this is Castle Leoch, in case any of us needed a reminder. But then what I loved is the next visual representation. We get the tartan. We get the Mackenzie tartan being laid down. And then Miss Fitz is like, fashioning it so that Ellen can lay down and have it not only belted around, but then draped over her. So we're constantly getting these reminders of where we are and the people that we're with. And I just think that this opening 13 minutes was done so brilliantly.
Yeah, like the ritual of it.
Yes.
And see, this is where I struggle, right? Because it can be so great, like this scene. And also, something that you just said about Mrs. Fitz, right? They never actually said Mrs. Fitz's name until like the end of the episode. And I thought, that's awesome. Because let's say that you didn't know who that was.
Or if you didn't have your closed captioning on.
Right. But like
I do.
Like, let's just say that you didn't know.
All the time.
You would then, at the end of the episode, be like, oh my God, that's Mrs. Fitz.
Yes.
How cool.
And she nailed it, by the way.
That was
actress was so good at her. And that's when they have that conversation with Ellen and Mrs. Fitz about like how bad it is that there hasn't been a named heir. And just that added element to it, and how Ellen's like, listen, I can't even deal with that aspect right now.
Right.
I'm about to be in charge of my dad's funeral. And by the way, if I was in charge, he would be going down in fire with his sword.
Right. A little bravey, not going to lie.
Love it.
I agree. Wow. I like it too.
When she said that, I'm thinking like, why didn't her brother sign up with that? That's really cool.
Sure.
Come on.
They should sign off on that. Absolutely.
Then, you were talking about the flashback that she has with her dad.
Yep.
What was really neat is that they stayed with the Outlander storytelling of continuing those kind of muted gray tones when something is a flashback. That's something that we always had in Outlander. That is how they would tell us, like, this was back in time.
Yes.
This is a flashback. They don't have to tell us the dates or anything like that, just the coloring alone. And I think that was really neat that they continued that here in this show. What did you think of that?
Yeah, and this is a great thing. And I think this is a great debate, right? Should this show feel like Outlander, right? But not just in the story, but visually, the visual language, the writing, how the show is colored and edited, right? Should it feel like Outlander or should it feel like something else?
I feel like it should feel like Outlander. I think that it of course should also be able to be a standalone show, but just like how the Queen and the Bridgerton universe was along the same lines.
Absolutely.
That, it is a beautiful companion. It is the limoncello at the end of the night when you're sitting in Italy having a delicious meal. You're like, yes, this is what I need. This fits the scheme. I'm here for it.
Yes, absolutely. And a question that I often think about when I think about this show is the show, does it benefit in having Matt Roberts as its showrunner, or would you rather have somebody else outside of the Outlander? Think of it like Marvel, right? Marvel has all different kinds of writers and directors, but they all kind of share the same formula. They all kind of share the same visual language, all the films and the shows, because that's the Marvel look and that's the Marvel feel. But the people within it get to play with how things are told. Should the show have a different showrunner? Like, is it good that Matt Roberts is the showrunner?
I'm happy that Matt Roberts is the showrunner. I know how you feel about it.
No. I mean, that aside, that aside, it's just like as a thought exercise.
I want someone who loves it, and we know he loves it.
That's true.
And I think
fair.
that's shown in this episode. I think it's shown how much these people, this storyline, this crew, this composer, this tartan, like I just think like we get to see that the people who worked on this show love Outlander and love this show. I'm totally on board with Matt taking the reins.
What I found was that was absolutely indisposable. Like, if you changed it, I would be upset. Is Bear McCreary. Like, I would be like, it's almost like Ramin Djawadi in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Ramin Djawadi, if you take him out of Game of Thrones, that, like, you don't recognize how much music plays into your viewing until it's different.
Correct.
I noticed that with Michael Giacchino when he did Jurassic World, and then he didn't do this latest movie, and I was like, not good.
No,
not good.
We love our Michael Giacchino.
Oh yeah,
friends. If you're not into him, he's another one.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm so glad, and I found that the score in this first episode hit all the right notes.
Pun intended.
I don't know who the singer is quite yet. I will find out. Actually, I'll look it up now. Whoever the singer was, it wasn't Rhea, which is fine.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, phenomenal.
Agreed. Agreed.
Blew my doors off. Good. Yeah. And Bear's score was very listenable. Like, I've been listening to the soundtrack. Like, I was doing it while I was doing work for the production work for the episode. I've been listening to it all day. It's just very listenable.
It is.
Whereas, like, his other stuff for Outlander isn't as much.
No, I would argue that a lot of it is listenable.
Oh, no. I'm saying it is, but this one is more so.
This one, you can just, like, go through the whole soundtrack and not have any moment where you're like, oh, God, this is super scary and intense. You know? I totally agree. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Christina Peters says that Bear is the soul of Outlander.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yes.
100%. You take Bear out, it doesn't feel like Outlander.
Angela Hickey had a good note that the vocalist was also the vocalist on Brave, which is totally fitting.
Oh.
Totally fitting. Love it.
Oh, I know that girl.
Okay. So we're at the funeral talking about singing ladies. We've got the ladies singing, and Jocasta, she is a little spicy. Okay, she's talking about, because it's not even the full funeral yet. Everybody's inside, and she's talking about how, well, Dad went down the way he lived in life. He died, rumpy-pumpying a maidservant, and it's a stain on our family's name, and shame on him. And Ellen's like, girl, not the time and place. Please read the room. Ellen's given her like the big sister treatment. Like, shut your mouth, Jocasta.
Julie Folis is her name. Julie
Love
Folis.
her. That's who we wake up our daughter to.
Yes, every morning.
Yes.
She wakes up to Julie
Yes.
Folis singing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I know that's her now.
Thanks,
No
Angela.
wonder why I loved it so
Yes.
much. Holy smokes.
'Cause
Great
we
job,
hear
Angela.
her every morning.
Wow, that's
singing.
awesome.
Yeah. How do you feel about Jocasta?
I think they're really backfilling the Mercasta of it all.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. But I like Jocasta.
Good.
I like the girl that plays her.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, first of all, she looks like Jocasta.
Yes.
But also, it has the DNA, but it's not an impression of Jocasta. Like, you can see that some of it's there, but it's younger and a little bit more naive. Whereas in Outlander, she's a little bit wiser, a little bit more knowing, and probably a little bit more conniving.
And I love how you said naive, because I feel like so many of the characters that we are introduced to here in the premiere episode of Blood on My Blood, that's a great word to use for them, right? We see Murtaugh acting in ways that we're like, oh, this is how he would have
Right,
done it.
yeah.
And, you know, you just see these people where naive is a great word for it. You see Ned Gowan. I'm okay with Jocasta having a little something, having a little crush for Murtaugh all this time. I kind of love it. I love that, you know, she wasn't happy in her marriage. She wouldn't
That's
be
true.
doing this if she was loving her old man that she had to marry. So I love that not only did she kind of pine for him, but also she always felt overshadowed by her sister. And I just think that that is a very common thing that people have, whether it's a sister or it's a good girlfriend of yours who's like the, you know, the babe.
There's always the pretty one.
There's always the pretty
always
one.
the nerdy one.
Yes, and there's
Yes.
always the bridesmaid, you know, and I just feel like, I don't know, I'm happy that Jocasta got it in the end.
Yeah.
You know? Because there's a lot of people who go through life and like they had that person and they didn't get to have them. This is like Rose and Jack getting together and him not dying on Titanic after all. Good for you. Good for you,
Oh.
Jocasta. I'm proud of you.
I would say that I think the Mercasta of it all is interesting. And I think it's fairly indicative of the show overall, where it's like it's riding that line of like, oh, that's cool, to like where we're pigeonhole, well, not pigeonholing, we're filling things in just to get it into the bucket to make it fit. But I will say this: I can see why she likes Murtaugh at the end when he says, "No Mackenzie I ever known has been in the shadow."
Yes.
I could see that. Where,
I enjoyed Murtaugh this entire episode. I'm
Did
like,
you really?
that's my man. That's mine. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
just think he was so cheeky and fun. And I don't know. I love Murtaugh, period. I love young version, old version. Whatever. I'm a
that's true.
Jocasta, I guess. Like, whatever. Whatever I'll get it.
did the episode feel like we saw Rupert and Angus, right? Cute.
So cute.
And we saw the sex scene with Murtaugh, with Dougal, which was aggressive.
Can I do a quick aside?
Sure.
Up until this point, I'm watching the episode being like, it's so good to be back in Scotland. I love the casting. I love the music. I love all of this. And up until then, because I think it was like the shinty was just being played right
Yes.
before then. No joke. I am watching this episode being like, I love Scotland. I love these accents. I love these traditions. I love the singing. I'm going to let my kids watch this. And so, like, the gathering, the accents, the little, like, Gaelic words, everything. I no joke, right before that moment was like, hey, nobody's having sex yet because
Yeah.
they haven't really met.
Sure.
I could probably let my kids watch episode 1, just like how we've been able to let them watch bits and pieces of The House of the Dragon because
Yes.
they love dragons. So we're like, yeah, you can watch this 5 minutes. So I was like, maybe they'll be able to watch all of episode 1 and then cut to Rupert and Angus peeping in on Dougal doing his thing, and I was like, oh my God.
Dougal doing the doggy.
Jamie Kane, you got me. Because here I was being like, Scotland, so innocent. Nope. No.
Nope.
When you're finished, Dougal. Okay.
Oh my! I will say this. Well, first let me make this point, because I love the guy that played Dougal, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. When I talk about this episode, there's a balance between like fan servicing and having it be part of like having it be there for a reason, and I wonder. Did you feel like, oh, hey, it's the thing. I see the thing that I know. That makes me feel good. Like the Rupert and Angus of it all. Did it have to be Rupert and Angus seeing Dougal what he was doing? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's that living. It's like an alive, living version of the Leo DiCaprio meme of him pointing at the TV. It's like, that's the thing. I see the thing. I love that thing. It's seeing Jocasta, it's seeing young Murta, it's seeing Rupert and Angus. It's like, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
I think it was all good. I think it was great because the other thing is that Rupert and Angus follow Dougal. They follow him into war. He is their chieftain. So, of course, young versions of them, I mean, these are like preteen boys. They're seeing him rumpy-pumpy, and they're like, that's what I want to do when I grow up.
Yep.
Dougal is so cool. He's great at shinty.
Yep.
He's always fighting, and he gets boobies. So,
He gets boobies.
I mean, I think Dougal and Angus would have followed Dougal into
Rupert
any...
and Angus.
I mean, sorry. I think Rupert and Angus would have followed Dougal into any war after that moment. They were like, that guy's the coolest.
Dude, I want to be that guy.
It was like the equivalent of like, hey, my older cousin has Playboys.
That's true. That's
like
a good
magazines. You know what I mean? That's what it was. It was the thing when Home Alone when he breaks into his
Buzz's
stuff. Except Macaulay Culkin, Kevin was too young for that. But Rupert and Angus, they're into this. They're into that exploratory age. So I think that sealed the deal.
Sure.
They were like, if we could vote for who's Laird, we're picking him. Because he's going to have bubbies flying everywhere.
All the bubbies. So many bubbies.
Corner, you never know. You never know. Oh, my gosh.
Like, what I want to know is how did they know to look in there? Did they just happen to hear the
loud.
smacking?
No. I mean, that was pretty loud what they were doing.
That's fair.
I did love seeing young Dougal, young Colum, but especially my favorite was young Ned Gowan.
Right?
Young Ned Gowan?
Young Ned Gowan gets it.
Holy smokes.
He understood the assignment.
He truly did.
Yep, absolutely.
Can you vamp for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. As much as you loved the Ned Gowan of it all, Mary, and how much he got the assignment, I will say that the guy who plays Dougal, Sam Retford is his name. That guy, Sam Retford, who plays Dougal, Mary, he got the assignment. That it's a perfect physical representation. I love the fact that he's got hair, but he's also got like a little bit of a receding hairline, so it's like it's giving you a clue that he's gonna go bald. But how big he is and the physicality of it all, it reminded me of how they casted that guy who plays Buck. Like,
yeah,
they get it, and the way that he was written. By the way, it got a little repetitive between he and Colum about like how there's a difference between us. We're gonna smash heads every 2 minutes. But I think that Dougal is far better characterized so far than any other character on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you could say Ellen, but Ellen falls into cliche a little bit.
See, I would say that Dougal kind of does. Like, I saw Dougal and I was like, you're basic. You're basic. And this is why you don't get Laird. Like, you don't have the cool complexity of the man that Galus falls in love with. You don't love Scotland. You love yourself.
Well, that's why I like it.
I get it, but I'm saying that when I saw him, I just saw a young boy who yes, was beaten by his dad and
Yes.
had to learn how to fight and do all these things. And maybe that's why you like him so much, because he has daddy issues. Because
That is
I
an
saw
ongoing
him,
Mary and Blake commandment.
I'm like, I am all set. All set.
That's fair. It's totally fair.
I did love that Ellen played chess, just like how Jamie loves to play chess.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought that was cute.
That was very nice.
I know that doesn't add to her complexity, but
No, but
you know.
it's not about complexity. It's just about texture. It's about like you. Here's always my rule of thumb. If you can tell me about a character without giving me what they look like, what they wear, or their job, if you can tell me something specific about those people without those three, then that character is absolutely well written.
okay.
Right? Han Solo. What do you think about Han Solo? Tell me something about Han Solo without those three things.
That he trafficked goods.
No, that's something that he does.
Okay, sorry. So it's not what they look like, not what they wear,
Yep.
and not their job.
Yep.
That he loves Princess Leia.
There you go. I mean, like that's something, right? You could also say that he's
Could you say that Ellen loved her dad?
he's brash. He is.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't understand the assignment.
You're not Sam Retford or whatever the guy's name is.
I think you could
That's
say
what
the
I
same
mean.
for Ellen. I think you could say that for a lot of people in this episode, but definitely Ellen.
Yeah, sure. All right. I understand. Yep, got it. Okay.
How'd you feel about having Highland coos?
I'm always down for Highland
Episode
Coos.
1, we got lots of cows, lots of Highland cows,
Yep.
and I just love that because you need all the cows. I mean, this
Yep.
is Scotland, so
You know
that's
what-
like a main visual thing, and the fact that that's what these people with these stupid bags on their faces are trying to steal made me so excited. I know it was like a random thing,
Yep.
but it's just that little extra. It's like when you can see Thistle, when you can have, any of their traditions in. It's just those extra little bits that warms our souls.
Right. And you know what else we did not get, Mary, aside from not having the voiceovers?
Go ahead.
We didn't get those awkward transition shots.
My dad said one fact about Han Solo is he understands Chewbacca. My dad has not watched this show. Dad, I love that you're tuning into our live
Thank you.
just to talk Star Wars about an Outlander prequel show. Bless your sweetheart. Thanks, Dad.
Though he does have a running interest and investment in Mary and Blake Media because he is the star of one of our shows, your
Oh.
dad.
And my dad's Scottish. He's big time into our Scottish heritage, so I get it.
So Mary's dad features very highly on our House of the Dragon
Yes.
podcast. So there you go.
Okay, so if you were to be fighting guys in the woods,
Yes.
what would you do? Would you?
Well, no, I think that's how they were signaling.
I know, but
Okay,
it was
good.
ridiculous.
It was a little
It
ridiculous.
was like, and it was like shot after shot. It was like punch someone, oh, punch someone, oh, punch someone, oh, and I'm like, is this what you do? Like you punch and then bellow, guys? What are we doing? What happened to like I'm good, but they have to do it after they knock someone out. It was just weird.
you know
like
what? Fair.
it was one too many. It was
Yep.
just like I would have been fine if like not everyone like punched or kicked.
Well, maybe
and then
maybe the
bellowed.
idea is they don't want to say anything because if someone wasn't successful, then it
No,
give-
but it was just like punch, punch, punch. Like, why not have just one person like he's already done his punching and he
Sure.
can yell?
sure.
I don't know. It was weird. It
It-
kind of made me think of like Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, like crowing. Yeah, that's exactly. I looked at that and I was like, Dougal, you are so immature that you are Peter Pan.
Where's Robin Williams when you need him?
Oh, he is not even Robin Williams' version. He's the Mary lady who did the musical one. Dougal in your tights.
Get out of here.
However, his jumps where he smashes people with his
Ooh,
the shield.
yes.
He did not
Very
whip out
actiony.
a sword. He was beating people up just with a shield.
Yes.
The first time he takes out metal is when he cuts the guy's fingers off.
That was awesome.
That was
I
disgusting.
loved that.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying about Dougal. He's so in the show very well characterized. I mean, the finger cutting off, right? how he's like very physical. The decisions he makes, like, I'm just going to go and I'm going to beat the hell out of this guy. And I don't care what anybody says, I'm doing it. Again, I just think that Dougal is such a well-characterized character, and I think he's the best one so far.
I'm not surprised. It's okay. You also loved Blackjack's character.
Well, I said he was
like
well-characterized.
Yeah, no, I know. You always love the villains.
Yes,
just
I
like
do.
you love Audrey in the Descendants series.
I love Audrey in The Descendants.
Blake's like, who's the villain? That's my favorite person.
Right.
That's who I love.
Well, Audrey, as I've said before,
I know.
Audrey is the only person in that entire third film to actually make a choice.
Proud of you.
And to actually, like, do a thing.
Interestingly enough, early in the episode, we get told right away that the Frasers are a no-go. Right away, they're like, who was it? I don't know. I think it was the Frasers. That's who it was.
Yeah.
We hate them. And it's like, they're the first people that we get to learn right away. If it's not clear this is going to be a Romeo and Juliet situation, we're going to make sure you know how the Mackenzies feel about the Fraser family.
It's a very Romeo and Juliet feeling.
Question for you.
Yep.
From this episode, why do you think Red Jacob was not a beloved man in these parts, aside from sleeping around? Why do you think everyone hated him from this episode? Because people have no problem being like, we hated your dad. We did not like that guy. Too bad he's dead. Duh. People are celebrating that your dad's dead. What did Red Jacob do from this episode?
From this episode, I cannot give you an answer. I can't.
Yeah. I kind of wish, because I'm sitting there being like, if he was this bad, then why did Ellen like him?
Well, I mean, because obviously the way that he treated her is clearly very different than how he operated
Yes.
in the world.
But also...
And that's very possible, by the way.
Yes. But also, I'd be like, Ellen, maybe tell your dad not to be a jerk.
Well,
if he listens to you.
Well, I think you, of all people, not because of your dad, but because of my dad.
My dad's awesome.
Your dad is amazing. And I'm not saying that just because he's on the live right now. It's 100% true. Your dad is incredible. But there comes a time when you're a leader and you've led so long and you've been in power for so long, nobody can tell you no. And even if somebody does, you just cast them away.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how she feels a little bit, like afraid of doing something like that. That's just my thought piece on that idea.
Ned Gowan also liked Red Jacob. They were friendly.
Yes.
So that's one other person that he was nice to, of course.
Yes.
And that guy is in such a tricky situation. Ned Gowan.
Between the two brothers?
Between the two brothers, between Colin
Sure.
and Dougal. What did you think of that? Of them like putting him in the middle, and then him even standing up and saying like, "Don't talk to your sister that way." Oh, never mind, guys. You're right. I'm not the one in charge.
I mean, Dougal stands up to him. And,
Yeah.
And it's not that Ned Gowan was like, "Oh, okay." It was more like, "All right, like I'm not going to say anything. You're right." Like I don't think he cowered. I think he just understood the situation. I like that there is political intrigue. It gives this show something to exist for more than just Brian and Ellen. And it's not that I was like looking for that. It's just there are other things happening that I think give us a better understanding and a better texture to the main show. Are they necessary? Like you said, you asked me, can you tell me what Red Jacob did that makes him...
Everyone hates him.
Yeah, everybody hates him. Why?
Like, does everyone know that he beat up Dougal? I doubt Dougal went around telling everyone. I mean, his
probably.
family knows. His servants know.
Well, I mean,
But you think
but whatever.
maybe-
Like, let's just say for the sake of argument, that's what it was.
Everyone knows he's getting jiggy with his maid servants.
Sure.
I doubt that was super uncommon.
So my thing is this.
I'm not saying it was right. Please know that. Neither of those things do I think is right. It's just like,
My thought is this: who cares? The show has set an set an expectation and a rule. The rule is Red Jacob sucks.
I know. You want to know who cares? It's me, because I'm sitting there being like, Ellen, then why didn't you?
That is a so very you thing to do.
Why didn't you speak up and say, Dad, stop being a jerk. Stop hitting Dougal. Why didn't you stand up in between him?
Mary, your Gryffindor is showing.
That I think is my problem. Is I'm like, how did Ellen play chess when she was like, Dad, before we play chess, we need to talk about your financial maneuverings
and the health of our clan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Mary, your Gryffindor is showing.
It is.
You're a wizard,
One of the
Harry.
things that Bear McCreary did while we were in Leoch is he used music that made it very similar to season 1 hanging out in Leoch music.
Sure.
And I thought that was really neat. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice
like while
that.
we were walking around those stone corridors and
Yep.
having conversations, I was like, is that yes.
And did you notice too? I'm not saying that this was on purpose, but Ellen and Brian's theme, clarinet.
I know.
Clarinet.
I know.
I'm just saying.
He took a bold choice.
I'm just saying. Frank still lives.
No, that is a far stretch. That is the farthest stretch. Sorry, Blake.
What?
I said that is a very far stretch that you think
I know.
Frank still lives through the clarinet
Listen,
playing of Brian and Ellen.
I'm not saying it is,
You're just,
but I'm not saying it isn't.
For Blake's heart, when he hears the clarinet, he'll just think Frank's somewhere here.
Yes. Anytime I hear the clarinet, I'm going to think of Frank.
That's good
and
for
that's
you.
okay.
That is so good for you.
I just wanted to point it out. That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Brian and Murtaugh, the best of friends, tossing apples,
Yeah.
building little stone walls together, sharing some grub.
Yep. Talking
This
about
is-
chicks.
This is
Guys
gonna be,
being dudes.
This is going to be so difficult. Because Brian, from the episode,
Yes.
I don't take it that Brian knows when he sees Murtaugh staring at Ellen in the distance. From this episode, I don't think Brian knows that he's hitting on the same girl.
Absolutely no doubt of my mind he doesn't know.
Now, also from this episode, I don't get that Murtaugh has said, I like Ellen.
Christina on Facebook says, we love that journey for you, Blake.
Yes, right, Christina? I don't think he says, I like Ellen Mackenzie. He says, I want to go see that girl I'm always talking about. But like, because this also made me feel awkward. Because if Murtaugh and Brian are besties,
Yes.
and if he's been talking about this girl that he has a super duper crush on, am I supposed to believe that he's never said the girl I have a super duper crush on is Ellen Mackenzie of Leoch? Because if so, if he has said that, then the moment that Brian is there at the bridge and she says her name, not only is it, oh crap, Romeo and Juliet, but also you'd think he'd be like, oh crap, and my best friend has a huge crush on you. Or does that all go out the
I don't think he
window?
knows. I don't think he knows. And I would, and if it were me, I would also say it all goes out the window. Like if, my honest thought, if one of my friends had a super crush on you, my love, when we first started dating, I wouldn't care 1 ounce. I wouldn't care 1 ounce because I know for me, you were it. That's it. That's the end. And like, you could argue, I think that the show was a little heavy-handed in how they handled Brian and Ellen. Like, they went from like nothing to soulmates
Yes.
pretty fast.
I'm here for it.
But I would also say that's how I felt. Like, as soon as I met you, I was done. I was cooked. The end.
So this is going to be such an interesting situation.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. And I also love Murtaugh. I just love this new person that I just met.
Yes.
And all he wants in his life is somebody to
He
love.
just wants some love.
And you see him with the boar tusks.
Yeah.
And we know that he makes her bracelets out of these boar tusks.
Yep.
And we know his caring for her goes so far that he becomes the godfather of Jamie and takes care of Jamie his entire life. He's a much better caring person than Snape ever was for Harry Potter, who punned for his redhead mom, by the way. Okay?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Don't you dare besmirch the good name of Snape.
Please. There is, like, not even a joke of how much better Murtaugh is. But yeah, I just love that they're
Who's a better
buddies.
godfather, Sirius Black or Murtaugh Fitzgibbons?
Murtaugh Fitzgibbons.
Oh.
150%.
Oh.
Sirius Black is like a 15-year-old boy stuck in a man's body who has serious trauma
Well,
and
no,
emotional
all
baggage.
right. Let's do this. Not book serious, film serious.
Yeah, same thing.
You still think the same thing?
150 million trillion
I think
percent.
book serious
Murtaugh,
is definitely that, but film serious with Gary Oldman, not that.
show Murtaugh best.
All right, fair enough. I'll give it to you.
Okay. So we're hanging out with Brian. We switch gears, we leave Leoch and we're hanging out with Brian.
Yep.
And the maid servant, when you have the supers on, her name is Davina. Like
Really?
Davina Porter.
The Davina Porter. Oh, interesting.
And fun little thing. So she's like talking to Brian, and she's also the one that helps Julia, says like, don't hang out with that guy because he's nasty and he's going to touch you. When you watch the after show thing eventually, after you watch the second episode.
Okay.
Her name is Davina Porter in the show.
Oh, cool.
So that's a fun little nod.
Interesting.
And, because obviously she's the lady who did the audiobooks.
Are we going to
to
see more of her, do you think?
Yes.
I think so too. I
Yes.
think there's something is coming of what's going to happen with Lord Lovett.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Love that.
As a result of what he's doing.
I'm not
going to
spoil anything because I already watched episode
Oh, okay.
2.
All right. Sorry.
Right. Lord Lovett.
Yes.
Delve into him.
Interesting. Oh, by the way, before I forget,
Yeah.
the guy who plays Red Jacob is the guy who plays King Durin III in Rings of Power. Yeah.
He just loves being a nasty dad.
I know. That's
He's
that's
just
his thing.
typecast. Like, can you just be a greedy, terrible dad?
I was looking at him and I heard the voice. I'm like, I know that voice. Where do I know that from? And then I thought about it. I'm like, it's King Durin.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
It's okay.
if you're so inclined, go to MarionBlake.com and check out Rings of Power with Marion
Does
Blake.
he have a ring?
Shameless plug. All right.
Probably washed it off when they were washing down his body.
How do I think
How do you feel about,
of Lord Lovett?
yes, Brian's dad?
I like it.
He looks like a rat.
That's fair. And he acts like a rat a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh my God, a lot.
And I like that. I like that there's more to what's going on with it's not all idyllic. And I think that's okay.
I would not be able to be in a room with this man for more than 2 minutes. These are the type of people that drive me bananas.
How so?
He thinks he's better than everybody else.
Oh, okay.
He thinks he can get what he wants. He's rude, like continuously rude to everybody except Murtaugh.
And it's also like false bravado because
Yes!
he's been cast out.
yes.
But he's still like, I'm the man.
Oh my God, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't. I
Yep.
would have to up and leave.
Yep. Absolutely.
He's asking Murtaugh to be a spy. This sweet little guy.
Yeah.
He's just here for your grub. He's just the kid that you invited over because he's always hanging out all the time and he likes your shepherd's pie.
Yeah, right. We just want to give you a quick time check, my love. We are at an hour 5. Do you want to keep going until this is done and that's that? Or do you want to wrap things up relatively soon?
Okay, but I'll talk faster.
No, it's up to you. I don't care.
Going.
Whatever you want, I'm in.
Okay.
I thought I'd make a note.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. Lord Lovett.
Yeah, Lord Lovett. I like that not everything is idyllic. I like that everything with him, it shows. We got an. I didn't know that Brian was a bastard son. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know that from Outlander, but I'm glad I got it from this
Okay.
because you.
Changes.
It's
lot
a little.
for you.
It's a little
Okay.
Jon Snowy,
Yeah.
and I kind of like that.
Awesome.
And and the other thing that I like too is I'm seeing all these characters, and like I'm watching Brian. I'm watching this love story, and I'm like, okay, like I know what's going to happen as a result of this, but I also know how this dude's going to die, and like he's going to die watching his kid get whipped to a millimeter of his life, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And I'm watching Dougal, and I'm like, the reason why Brian died is his kid, who's going to end up killing Dougal with the Bladier's daughter, like. By the way, we didn't even mention that Henry is in the past already.
And Julia.
And did we see Julia?
Holy smokes, Blake!
I didn't see Julia.
Oh my God, she's the maidservant that Lord Lovett tries to get groupie with.
Oh, that's her?
That's her!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Blake. It's because you haven't watched it 5 times like me. Blake, it's her.
Well, she looks different. It's the hair. It was the hair. It was the hair.
It's her. She's in Brian's house, and Brian's taking care of her, and Henry's with the Grants.
Oh my God, this changes everything.
Everything.
This changes everything.
I know, Blake. Oh my God, I can't believe you didn't.
Holy smokes.
It's her. That's why she doesn't know what's going on, and she's like, I told you not to be with the guy. And she's like, okay, yes, ma'am.
Well, I thought she was just like a little girl. Like she's like
That's Claire's mom.
She's like little Miss Patmore's little apprentice in Downton Abbey. That's what I thought.
That's Claire's mom.
Wow.
And Brian stands like, I just love how now that you know, when you rewatch it, you're going to see all the mannerisms. Yeah,
I totally, ladies and gentlemen, I pay attention to a lot of things when I watch television. Like, I am very intentional. I completely missed that.
Oh my God,
I have no idea how the hell that happened.
You were just too excited by Bear McCreary.
I was.
By Shinty.
By Dougal.
By The Gathering. The bread.
I will say, in 1914, or I think it's 1914.
Yes.
She looks exactly like Claire.
Yes.
And sounds exactly like her.
Yes.
And freaking Brian is so much like Jamie.
Yes.
That it's almost disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
The look, the smile. He even does like that. You know how when Sam, when he kind of like laughs, he kind of like does this like thing, like he looks down and up.
Know.
Yeah, from the doing the hey pitchfork thing. Brian does that too. Like it's just these little things, these little mannerisms that are just awesome, and I love. I still.
Yeah.
You know what, Mary?
I'm so excited. I just won.
Shame on me. I cannot believe. Holy smokes! That was just like a real lifetime epiphany.
Yeah. Both of Claire's parents.
One of my
travel in
outlandish
time.
theories was this. Because I didn't know that was Julia, I thought when she screamed, she was being taken. And this guy was going to go try to, like, he doesn't know where he is, where she is, but he hears these bees, and he's just, like, compelled to go back. And I figured that she was going to be back in time eventually, but she was going to go back in time and rescue him the same way that Claire goes back in time to rescue Jamie. That's what I thought.
No.
There goes that whole outlandish theory, but I got another one,
Sorry.
so we're okay.
It's all good, Blake.
I can't believe this.
It's going to change everything for you.
Holy smokes. That was great.
So I know that we're like, moving quickly. I just need to say that The Gathering is like when everyone's Hobbit dreams come true.
Yes, I totally. I was there. Even with all the mud, I was looking at the mud and I was like, oh my God, no. Oh no. Like, I'm a little bougie. And there is.
Little. Okay.
Sure. I'd love that journey for you, Blake. I'm a little bougie. I saw all the mud and I was like, dude, what is so dirty? What are we doing?
So dirty.
Put some rocks down so you can walk on a pathway.
Oh my God.
Despite the mud, despite the lack of a walkway, I totally want in on The Gathering.
Okay, good.
It's like going to the Highland Games in New Hampshire, but like real.
Yes. Yes, Blake, that's the idea, Blake.
But no, but like
That's the idea.
the Highland Games is like Disney, which is great.
No, Blake,
it's
the
Disney.
Highland Games are supposed
But
to
the
be
Gathering, the Highland Games takes place in a parking lot. The Gathering, you got mud.
Ours takes place on a mountain.
What
There's
else?
mud
It's a
there.
parking lot on the mountain.
Oh my god.
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
By the way, Highland Games, if you want to be a sponsor of Outlander Cast, please do so. But like the guys were walking through it when they're playing shinty and Dougal's covered in mud.
Yeah.
And he looks at the girl and you could like smell the fires.
I
You
know.
could like
all the bread.
the smoke and the bread and the people just walking
Making
around.
tents. I loved when they took the cleaned tent things and they just put them on the ground.
Yeah, on the mud.
Here we go. This looks like a good spot.
Man, I was in. I was in. That was good. That was good stuff.
During this Hobbit walk time, this is when Ellen does tell Colum, "You've got my vote.
Yes.
I'm gonna side with you." That's very important. We get to see all of the beautiful things going on. We also get this really weird situation with Mr. McKinney saying like, "Why don't you smile for me?" And she's like, "I'm grieving."
Yeah.
And I love that they added that because that's a big thing, Blake, of men expecting women to smile. And it's just like, it goes right up our butts.
Sure.
You know, it's like,
Agreed.
I may not want to smile all the time. So I love that they gave Ellen this little bit of like a modern day.
She's got a sass.
Yeah.
She's got a sass.
Yeah, assuredness to her. And I feel like a lot of modern day women saw that and they were like, that's right. I don't always want to smile. Nor do I have to always smile. Thank you very much.
How do you rank her sass? On a 1 to 10,
I wouldn't
sass
even,
level.
I wouldn't even call it sass.
Oh, okay. Well, then what are you calling it?
Strength. Strength. With a grunt at the end.
Is it strength or is it independence?
Both.
Okay, fair enough.
for it.
All right, fair enough.
Only Frasers can make hanging out in a barn sexy.
Well, apparently you need a Mackenzie too.
Yeah. But Jamie made barn sexy.
That's true.
So that's what I mean.
Oh,
Frasers
okay,
make
fair,
barn
fair.
sexy.
Understood. Yes.
They all hate chickens. Chickens are not good
Chickens
company.
are not good company.
No, thank you very much.
That is a good
Love
little
that.
callback.
Love that.
But you know what? Again, I have to go back to that scene. So well shot.
Mm-hmm.
It felt
McKimmy, thank you. It was McKimmy. I wrote down
McKinney.
something different.
You know how I often talk about scenes versus moments, where it's like in a scene you can feel like the dialogue and the people can go anywhere, but in a moment it's very manufactured. I'll say this. That felt like a scene. It felt like those two, it was real. It felt like they were just sitting there, like trying to hide away from people.
Yeah.
And the way that they met each other and the way that it was shot, it was special. Like I will never forget that scene. It was different. It was beautiful. I really liked it. And if we get more stuff like that, I'm in 100%.
Agreed.
I'm in 100%.
That's when he had his little smile when he asks her to meet.
Yes.
His little he turns around smile. That was very, very Jamie right there.
Absolutely.
I did love how she said, "I have very little social grace left." I wrote that down because I'm like, I need to use that at some point because don't
Yep.
we all have moments like that when we have very little social grace
when
left?
your battery has run dry.
That's how I word it, but hers
Yes.
is much nicer.
Social grace.
And then I loved also the line, "I don't think my suitors have courtship in mind."
That's true.
You should make haste then. Make haste. You must make haste.
Make haste.
For all of our Bridgerton fans.
Yes,
while
absolutely.
there. Then the Grants come on up. That's where we meet Henry.
Yes.
We get the whole Grant situation.
How
you
does
feel
he
about
end up with the
Grants?
Grants and she end up with...
You're just going to have to watch episode 2,
no, I know,
Blake.
but like... Here's the thing. I'll say this. I like the fact that we have these two, like, these two
Love
couples,
stories.
right?
Yes.
And they dedicated, essentially, the first episode
Yes.
to that couple,
Yes.
essentially, with the tag at the end. And
Yeah.
What?
Tag. Butt.
what?
Just a butt.
Oh, fair.
That
I
was
see what
quite
you-
the tag at the end.
I see what you're getting there.
You get through episode 1 and you're like, this is it. Knuckles. knuckle holding of ever. But then at the very end, you're like, oh yeah, this is Outlander.
Yeah, this is Outlander. We need
Rumpy.
we needed some Rumpy Pumpy. We have that at the end there. And I imagine that the next episode will be dedicated to Henry and Julia.
Interesting, Blake.
I know.
Interesting.
So I like
I know
how
something you don't know.
that's being done. I like how that's being done. Well, that's how this podcast was
I know,
formed.
I'm joking.
You know something
I'm
that I don't
joking.
know.
But
we
Ned
haven't really-
Ned tries to befriend Henry,
Yes.
and he asks him what happened to your predecessor. We were
Yeah.
having some situations going on. Ned's new nickname needs to be Nosy Ned.
Nosy Ned. 100. He
Ned.
is in on everything.
He wants the tea.
Mhm.
He wants to know everything.
I think he
about
enjoys the
everyone.
tea.
Oh,
Not only does he
loves
does he
it.
need it, I think he enjoys it.
And I think he and Claire liked that together. Like she knew
Oh,
that about
yes.
him. So I
Yep.
can't wait to see who his new bestie's gonna be. So they can be like, I know something you don't know. Let's go gossip. Like Ned's into this.
You know, we really haven't talked about Colum all that much in this episode. What did you think of Colum and how he was portrayed, and how they're setting him up? Because I will say this: there was one scene where where they had to walk down the stairs,
Yeah.
and everybody's walking out, and he hesitates for like a second or two, and he like looks down, and you could see him being like, "All right, how am I going to approach this?" Like I liked that. That to me is what good writing is.
Yes.
Because they're
And good
showing you.
acting, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're showing you. Like he has to think about this before, and like is he waiting so that everybody goes down in front of him so nobody sees him going down the stairs? Like there are all these little things at play. I loved that. I thought that was awesome. There's another scene that I want to talk about too with Colum. But what do you think about Colum and how he's been portrayed so far?
I think he's been portrayed brilliantly, and just like the Colum that we got to know. He is the witty one. He does see things 3 steps ahead. I am very unhappy with how he treats his sister. But on the flip side, this was the time, and this is what they do.
Sure.
No, I think that he is well cast. I mean, he doesn't like look wiser. He looks sickly. He obviously is smaller than Dougal, but I
Yep.
like that about him. I think he's doing a wonderful job. I wouldn't say that I have a lot of complexity about him.
Yep.
But I also didn't feel that way about older Colum.
Yep.
So to me, it's the same.
Well, I love what the show did by a character's decision forcing an outcome, right?
Yes.
You could look at this situation and be like, there's no way Dougal's not going to become the clan chieftain. Like, there's no way it's not going to happen.
Correct.
But because of Dougal's decision, which goes back to his characterization, you can now see a clear path as to
Yes.
why Colum is the way he is.
Correct.
But here's the thing. How was he put in that situation to begin with? And that in and of itself is Colum's doing. He is the one who sets up the whole thing.
Orchestrates, yes.
And
or at
that
least fans the flame.
Yeah, well, he orchestrates it. And that in and of itself is good characterization. Right there. That's excellent stuff.
No, I think
That's your protagonists leading from the heart
Yes.
out, as opposed to plot reaction where it's just like the show is telling you to do this thing, so do the thing. Right? It could have just as easily been, well, we know Colum's going to be the leader,
but no,
just
not
go
at
do
all.
it.
Yes.
But that's not what
No.
happened. That's why the show can stand on
Complexity.
itself and should keep doing things like that.
Yes. And I guess it's not that I'm like, I don't see him as a basic character. It's just that Colum was never one of my favorites that
Agreed.
I really cared to delve into too much
Sure.
personally. And I feel the same exact way. But I see how he acted being in line with the older version that we've gotten to know. So,
Yep.
but that was interesting to see kind of that maturity and that decision. Like, I am going to make this choice
Yep.
to make sure that for him to say either outcome solves my problem.
Yep.
That, yeah, they either take care of it or Dougal dies.
Yep.
And either way, my problem is solved. And I thought that was such a bold choice.
Absolutely.
Bold choice. Part of this, of course, is they're going after the Grants because Marcus Grant had been pining after Ellen. And he remembers them when they were younger. And he had that little heart token that he wanted to give
Oh,
her.
I
And there, it
know.
looked like there was an M and an
This
E
little
on it.
cutie. Like, you're
long
so
has he had that?
cute. I just want to squeeze your cheeks a little bit and just be like, oh, you little thing. But then he also kind of showed himself too, whereas kind of like, he's like, no, there's no reason to be here anymore. Let's go. Like, it's resignation. I get it. But it's also like, dude, fight for the girl. Fight for her a little bit. Just a little bit.
Maybe.
You know? I don't know. Just
When Ellen does run away and she rides on her horse over the
Yes.
Highlands, oh, there we go.
that's some Outlander porn. That is some Scotland
some
porn.
gorgeous, gorgeous scenery of Scotland.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that was obviously reminiscent of Jamie and Claire riding on the back of the horse.
Yes.
It was almost a shot-for-shot remake.
When she comes out of that little door, is that the same door that Jamie knows to sneak into when he gets caught at the gathering with Claire?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe.
Because that was one of the things I was thinking is that, like, wouldn't that be interesting if both his mom and he used the same secret
Right,
entrance
yeah.
for gathering? I don't know. I just thought that would be a neat
Yep,
thing.
interesting.
Even if it's not the same one, in my mind, it's going to be the bridge, like you said.
Yeah, well shot
Outstanding.
and well acted, well framed. I think it's also like a pretty on the nose visual metaphor. Like this bridge is going to be what, you know, this relationship is going to be the bridge that heals the Frasers and the Mackenzies a little bit, and they're going to be the
I don't know if
bridge.
it's going to heal it.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's going to like join them
Join
together.
them, yes.
And it's going to they're bridging a gap in time and space and love and the whole thing. Yes.
When she gets back after the many hours, what happened? What happened?
Well, I think a lot of that time was probably used up going to and fro.
Fine.
I'm not saying that's what it is.
I'm just saying I want to know. I want the camera. the you know how we had the camera on the eagle babies all that time, and
Oh yeah.
that's what I want. I want an eagle baby camera somewhere near that bridge so I could see what Ellen and Jamie were doing for all those hours.
Maybe
that
they
she
were
was
just
gone.
like Edward and Bella, and they were just laying in the meadow.
Fine, I would have still watched it. Does he sparkle?
Say it.
When she does get back, though, that's when Colin lays it down, and he like, boom, you'll owe us everything soon.
Yes, absolutely.
And then she says, fine. And this is where she is
Yeah.
sassy.
Oh,
then
there's
let
some
the
sass.
grants come and put us all out of our misery. I wanted her to do the Glinda toss and walk out the door. Fine. Then let the grants come. Toss. That was some sass right there.
Oh man, that's good stuff, Mary.
And that's brother sister vibes. Like,
oh,
yeah,
100%.
you gonna tell me I can't have my nice dresses?
Yep.
Let the grants come.
The brother sister vibe in this show is stoking hot.
It's amazing.
It's good stuff.
I did hate, though, after she did this, even though I'm jokingly saying I kind of wanted her to do a toss to be theatrical, she did do something that I find very theatrical that I hate. She
The one
runs to
tear?
her room. Oh, worse. She runs to her room, because one tear I can appreciate. That's very Fraser.
As it was
She
happening,
runs-
as it was happening, I was like, please don't shut the door and cry incessantly.
That's what
Please
it
don't do
was.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but she shut the door and she leaned against the door.
Yeah.
Who in real life, because this happens in movies, it happens in TV shows, and it's always a girl. She runs to her room, closes the door, lean against the door,
Like she
it's
closes
holding
her eyes,
closes
like-
her eyes and cries.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one in their right mind ever does that. This is like a made up for TV movie thing.
Yes.
We all go to our bed and shove our face an ugly cry into the pillow, sometimes scream into it to muffle it.
Sure.
Or maybe we like have snot hanging down our face and we're just like pacing around our room, angry stomping. Or if you're like me and you feel a need to throw things, you get a tissue box, because tissues aren't a bad thing to throw. And you rip a tissue out at a time and you throw it. And you put all your anger into each tissue. But like, no one, and if someone has, please tell me. But I don't think anyone in real life has closed a door, leaned against it, pressed their whole body against it, taken a deep breath, a single tear.
And like rested against the door.
Yeah.
And like, oh.
No.
No chance. I've never done that. I'll tell you that.
Yes. And so I hated
You know
that
what I
they
have
did
done?
that.
gone
What?
face first into the bed.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Like so hard that it almost hurt.
Yes,
Yeah, I've done that. Absolutely.
Ellen. So I kind of hated that. I kind of hated that Matt
Ellen.
did that.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Matt Roberts, not in. I'm out. I'm out on Matt Roberts. I'm out.
No,
I'm out.
Okay, the door is the only thing that I'm upset with him about.
Okay, I got one thing that I have to say that I am upset about. And it's directly related to Matt Roberts, so I have to bring
Is
it up
it
now.
if you only had a cock? Do 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 do.
No, I actually quite liked that.
that.
I actually
No?
quite liked it.
You didn't have Wizard of Oz playing in your head? If I
No.
only had a brain. You don't know what I was singing, Blake? No. It's If I Only Had a Brain from the Scarecrow. Oh, man. Please
I don't know anybody
please
else that would think
Please don't make that
if
like
I
a
only
little.
had a brain.
Like, please don't make that like a little sound bite because I have students now. Okay,
It said,
promise
if I
me.
only had a cock.
Like, promise me in lifetime. Because if someone's watched it this far, then they actually care about the show. But promise me you're not going to make that into a small sound bite. I'm going to get fired.
Oh man. No, Mary, my brain didn't go there.
If I only had a brain.
All right, so let me just get this out so it's out. All right?
Okay.
A perfect example of how I think Matt Roberts is super talky and super expository and like
It was the premiere episode, Blake.
no. This is a perfect example of it. Like what he instead of using like a deft pen, he's using a sledgehammer to like, you must feel this way. The perfect example is when there's the scene where Colum says, "Oh, I gave this bird to Dad." Now, the setup is clunky, and even the like how the people are set up in the like he's just like standing up at the table and just like looking, staring at this bird, like for no reason.
Because he cares about that bird.
I know. What I'm saying is he has this setup of, I gave this bird to my dad. My dad never even cared about it. In fact, never even gave it a name.
Look, you haven't installed the bidet attachment that I got you for Christmas 2 years ago.
It's true.
See, presents go unused all the time,
No,
Colum.
what I'm saying is, it's a perfect setup. And then Ned eventually says to Colum, like, your dad would have done this, or your dad would have said this. And Colum walks up to the bird cage and he grabs the bird. And then he goes to the window and he says, "Well," it reminded me of Olaf. "My dad's dead." from Frozen 2. It reminded me of Olaf. And he said, "Well, my dad's dead, and so are his words." And he lets the bird go. And it's like, no.
What's no?
No.
What's
oh,
no?
Oh, honey, bless
I feel
your
like his
heart.
therapist told him to do that.
No, what I'm saying
like,
is,
write a note and burn it, and he was
what
like,
was-
better. I'm gonna set the bird free.
exactly.
I love it.
I know. No. I know. My problem is like, "Oh, honey, bless your heart," for Matt Roberts. Don't have the character say that. Just have him grab the bird and let it go, and then just turn around and look at Ned.
Maybe he's a talker. Maybe Colum.
Colum is not a talker. Definitely not a
that's all
talker.
he
If it was
has.
Dougal, maybe. But Colum's smarter than that.
That's all he has.
Just let the bird go. Don't just have Colum turn around and look at Ned, and then have Ned's face be like, "Oh, this guy ain't playing." And then the bird shows up on Ellen's window, and it flies away. Ellen doesn't say anything, and it's the story should do it itself. The visuals should do it itself. You as the viewer can gather from the setup, "Oh, hey, my dad had this bird. I gave it to him. He never cared about it, never gave it a name," to then the guy taking it, letting it out. It's like, it's self-evident. Don't have the guy say it. Like, it just took away. And that's what I mean. Matt Roberts is just sledgehammer. He is sledgehammer. And I can't stand it. Sorry.
It's okay. Our viewers are
Just
reminding
expect
me
more.
that it's Malcolm, Grant, not Marcus. I'm messing up all the names. I'm messing up all names tonight, friends.
I feel like I'm listening to Peter Gabriel with the song Sledgehammer. That's
yes.
Matt Roberts. From now on, he's Peter Gabriel's
Oh my
Sledgehammer.
gosh. All right. Then we get some time with Claire's parents, the
Yes.
Beauchamps.
Yes. Not
And-
the Beauchamps.
No, definitely not them. They're driving, and how reminiscent of episode 1 of
Absolutely,
Outlander was
yeah.
this, in a just beautiful way. The coloring, the scenery, the Highlands, Craignadoon, all
Yep.
of it. And they even say Claire would have loved this. Claire, of course, is with Uncle Lamb.
Yep.
And we, of course, hear Henry's take on like, oh my God, I can't believe you left her for so long. She's going to be reading hieroglyphics. We're going to be doing this. And those of us, of course, who are Outlander fans,
You
we
know what's going to
that-
happen.
Yes, we
Yep.
know what's about to happen. They crash.
Dramatic
and
irony.
it cut to black. And I thought that was the end of the episode. And I was very confused because it was black for a moment. And I was like, wait a second. I just saw them in 1714.
See, that would have been a good ending, actually, because then you would have been like, wait, how the hell did they get, like, you would have had to put it together.
I mean, I don't think I
I
would
kind of would have liked that, I think.
Well, you didn't even know who
I
she
didn't even know
was.
she was
so
Julia.
Obviously, Blake. But then they get tumbled all around. And
Do you think we'll see little Claire?
do we think we will see little Claire? I don't know.
It's just a
I
good
don't know.
question.
That is a great question.
I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
These two characters, however, Julia and Henry, you can tell they have lived through war
Oh, yeah.
because they emotionally recover from
Well,
what
well
could
wait,
have been
it's 1914 at that time, right?
when they crash. It's 1914.
Yes.
So I'm saying that they emotionally recover very well.
Oh, okay.
From
all
a
right.
car crash.
Yeah, I agree.
They get off and they're like, "Are you okay? I'm okay." But then the
And then
next
they're just
shot
like, they're in a
is
walk.
Julia being
We're
like,
walking for hours.
and he's like, "Well, you said you wanted an adventure," and I'm like, "You are newly pregnant, just got
in a
in a
major car
accident.
not even like a bumper to bumper.
been through like rapids."
Yeah, you got in a major accident. The
And you're
car
just
flipped on you.
La-di-da, honey. There's nobody around.
No scratches, no bruises, nothing. It's just, you wanted an adventure. We're going on an adventure. That's what it was.
It was. But except like, where's your emotional like, this sucks. I'll tell you what, friends. If I just got into a car accident and was tossed around like that and newly pregnant, I would not be happily walking up to Craignadoon, even though that's a beautiful view.
Sure.
Stunning. I would not be like, oh, nope. I would be
It'd be like you in Bermuda.
Yes.
With me holding a leaf over you
Oh my
to block you
gosh.
from the sun.
Oh my, I would not be doing well.
We had to go on a big walk in Bermuda when we were, I don't know, that was back when we were young. And Mary was like, okay, we'll go for this big walk. And then about halfway, maybe a quarter of the way through the walk, she immediately regretted her choice.
I didn't want to go on the walk. They, as other people, wanted to go see that old church.
But you were like, okay, yeah.
No.
And then we got like a
Trying to be
quarter.
nice.
Mary was really dehydrated, no water. I've also learned that we have to have Mary around water at all times. 100% need water. Didn't have any water. Sun was beaten down. I had to tear off one of those giant leaves from some tree. I probably committed a crime by doing it. And I had to hold it over her so she would have shade as we walked.
So here's Julia and Henry walking on up. She wants to go see if she can see the view a little bit more. And we get to see Craignadoon. We get to see the view of Craignadoon. We know what's about to happen. And poor Henry, he's just getting a pebble out of his shoe, and he hears her scream.
I like it. It's like a boulder. It's like I felt like that's
Yes.
something I would say.
Yes. And he goes looking for her, and he hears the bees. Or not the bees, but the bee-like sound.
Yeah.
And, of course, we've already seen him in the previous
Yes.
part of the episode, so we do know that he travels back through time, but it's just this amazing thing that, like, holy smokes,
Like that's how it happened.
both of her
yeah.
parents are time travelers. Not even just
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah, both.
of her parents are time travelers.
Right. So she has like super time travel blood.
Yeah.
Like wicked time travel
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? This is part of my outlandish theory.
Okay.
So I'm going to get to it, okay? All right. You ready for my outlandish theory?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, so this actually has to do with the stones and the people and how they travel, why they travel, so on, right? What I think is happening.
Sorry, it wasn't 1914. I apologize. People are helping with dates. Once again, guys, I'm messing things up. Car crash takes place 1923.
Okay, great. What I think is happening, it's not that you have like super time travel blood or like you have to have this thing in your DNA to travel. What I think is that none of this is about like what's in you. It's that the stones and the magic of the stones, there's a thing in it that says this person is important. And that person, like, there's a set of dominoes that have to fall in reality. And the odds of those dominoes falling in reality, almost like Marvel in Avengers Endgame, where Doctor Strange says to Tony, there's one situation in which we win. There's one. And then, he gives him this signal at the end. The stones are arranging that one situation for reality. And what that means is the people who are important to the reality need to get moved to certain places when they're around. So like Claire's parents have to go back in time. My guess is to have their child who then gives birth to the little girl at the end, Faith. Yeah, at the end, right? Something along those lines, right? And that Faith, the little girl Faith, will play
the Faith of the necklace.
Yeah. Like somehow that little Faith girl.
Fanny?
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I can't.
Faith and Fanny.
Yeah, sure.
That family line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow they are related to Claire. And I think it's this kid that Julia is going to have at some point. And Faith is going to be a major player in the ending of Outlander. And that has to happen. And in order for that to happen, for that reality to happen for Claire, her parents have to go back into time. And people are pulled by that time. People are pulled by their destinies. And that's why this episode was called Providence, because it's something larger at play. It's not just coincidence. It's not like people show up at the right time and things are happening and doors open at the right time and letters are opened at the right time out of coincidence. It's all by design, because the stones or whatever the magic is behind the stones is creating that. And think of it like this. Claire's future is like a magnet under the table. It moves paper clips. It does all these things. Julia and Henry's accident, and Ellen and Brian's timing, and the bridge, and all of that, it's all the paperclip moving underneath the magnet, and the magnet is the stones. That's my thought.
Got so deep.
I don't know. Just think of it. You got the bridge, you got the rituals, you got the messaging, you got the stories, you got the people showing up and ended up on the Grant side, ended up on the Mackenzie side, and someone starts saying, hey, this thing, I'm feeling drawn, I'm feeling called. If they're in these liminal spaces, I'm telling you, that's what this is.
Pretty cool.
Just throwing that out there. All right. What do you think? Interesting?
I think it is very interesting.
Okay.
Mock me.
Please hang up and try again.
All right. So we're going to end up ending the episode right here, though we have one more segment left.
Do we want any little Easter eggs extras?
Sure, go ahead. What do you got?
So we had the boar bracelets.
Yes.
The boar tusks. We had the pin. The pin that Red Jacob ends up pinning on Ellen. We got that little door that I think is the same door that
Sure.
Jamie does. What else did we get? Did we get anything else? There were other things. I wrote them down, but I just want to mention those. There's these little things. So we get these little moments where it's like, oh, yeah, I love that. That's this that I end up loving later on in life. Okay, so
All
what is your ending segment?
So we one of our most popular segments in any podcast we've ever done for any show was In or Out. And we did In or Out on This Is Us too. And we had a lot of fun with it. It ended up leading to many Mary and Blake Hall of Fame moments. So I decided I think I want to do that for every show we have. But it's just going to be 5 questions that don't have anything to do with the show that we're talking about. So in this case, it's 5 questions that got nothing to do with Outlander. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I even made a special song for it. Until you use me. All right. So, first question, Mary. Pineapple on pizza. I told you. It's got nothing to do with Outlander.
I thought there would be a little adjacent. No, thank you.
Nope.
I'll pass.
You got nothing to do with Outlander.
I'll pass.
Pineapple on pizza, you're out?
Out.
I totally agree. Pineapple on pizza is the worst. Like, why do you gotta fruit my pizza? So stupid.
This could be adjacent because a lot of people like to do ham and pineapple, and they killed a boar. There we go. That's the tie-in.
You know what? You can find ways
Okay.
that this ties in. I like that
Perfect.
idea. Subtitles. I know how you feel about subtitles.
Love 'em.
But for the audience, are they always on? Are they for accents, or is it a never?
I mean, I'm neurodivergent, and our kids are neurodivergent, so neurodivergent people generally love subtitles.
Yep.
Yes, please. They're always on. The time that I take them off is
What is it?
sometimes I take them off when I listen to the blind person version of the show. Where they tell you what's going on. So that's
This is very true, ladies and gents.
Yes.
I've caught Mary watching the blind person.
so that someone
Of
describes
shows.
what's going on. And I love it because they will then also explain things that you may not have missed, or they'll point out things that are important for later on that maybe visually you would have missed.
Oh my God. This is so funny. All right. I'm out on subtitles.
Sorry.
Can't
They're
stand them.
always on in our house.
The subtitles are the worst. You want to know why? Because the artist didn't intend for the stupid subtitles to be there. It just detracts from what you find yourself watching the subtitles as opposed to the thing that you're supposed to be
A
watching.
massive portion of the population now uses subtitles, so people may have to start thinking differently.
You're
and
all
I
bananas.
love it, especially because, like, when they say Gaelic words, they're in italics, but the rest of the words will be non-italicized, and it's like, ooh, that's how you spell that word.
Ooh, it's not italicized.
I know how to spell boar hunt in Gaelic.
All right. Another question.
Okay.
What is the most annoying 10-degree change?
What? Uh-oh, that just went off.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, they all just went off.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's coming back in a second.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Don't worry. It's okay. I promise.
Even that went off.
It's okay.
Okay. I don't understand anything you just
It's
asked
coming
me.
back. Don't worry.
What are you asking me?
The most annoying 10-degree change, like 90 to 100, or
What does
50
this
to
even
60.
mean?
Like, what is the most annoying one?
In what? Geometry?
No,
in
I'm sorry.
Like
in like
rotation
temperature.
of the sun?
Sorry, in temperature.
You meant degrees in temperature, and I thought you meant
like geometry angles. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Marvin. What is the most annoying 10-degree change?
What's yours, Blake?
I'm gonna go 30 to 40.
Oh, that annoys you.
That annoys me because at 40 degrees, it's still warm. Like you can still do things. You can go outside. Maybe you wear a sweatshirt. Whatever. But when it's 30, You can't do anything outside. It's too cold.
Okay, I know when mine is.
What's yours?
83 to 93.
That's very specific.
I know. You asked me.
Okay, why is it 83 to 93?
Because at that point, I'm like whining uncomfortable.
That's fair.
Right? It's not just, oh, I'm a little hot. I could use a fan. Think I want some ice in my water. It is like, I am about to be crabby and I need to find some air conditioning stuff.
All right. I know how you feel about this, too. Standing ovations.
What about standing ovations?
Is it meaningful praise? We actually just had a conversation about this.
Yes.
Meaningful praise, or is it just obligatory? Is it a participation trophy?
I think it is meaningful praise.
Like,
and I think that a lot of more people deserve it than you think.
Is it a requirement?
No, I do not think it's a requirement. I don't
I
stand
agree.
at everything.
I agree. I'm saying I think the standing happens more than it should.
Like, we've been seeing children's theater performances. I believe.
No. Even
little kids
outside
are
of that, even outside of that, there's more standing than there should be.
You're complaining when we're clapping for like a 10-year-old. You're like, we do not need to be standing for all of these kids.
No, the conversation that I had with our son was, you stand up when you think that the person deserves it.
Yes, like at a kid's performance.
Exactly.
Is.
If the kid thinks he deserves it, then great, stand. If the kid doesn't deserve it, then don't just have it be obligatory.
Okay, Blake, I agree. But I find that a lot more people deserve it.
I find that there's too much standing.
Okay.
There's a little bit more standing than I'm comfortable with. All right, last one. Clapping when the plane lands. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Clapping when the plane lands. Is that something that is like legitimate gratitude, or is that cringy?
I don't really have it happen that often.
You've never had that happen?
No, I've had it, and when I've had it happen, it's been a very tumultuous plane ride, and I am so grateful, and I hope that the captain can hear my clapping.
All right, here's a better one. Clapping at the end of a movie in the movie theater.
Yeah, I like to do that too.
Yeah, is that cringy?
No.
Who are you clapping for?
Just because I'm so happy. I'm clapping for me. I'm clapping that I experienced with other people, and I want to let them know I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed seeing it with you. You know me. I start claps all the time.
There's so many claps started because of Mary.
And I want to be the last clapper.
I know.
I want to be the first and the last.
You purposely wait for the end of the clap.
Yeah.
To just clap that once.
Yeah. My dad is still on, by the way.
Hey, good for him. I'm glad he's doing it.
Dad, are you a clap? My dad's a clapper.
He's a clapper. He's a total clapper.
Yeah, they deserve it.
I'm out on clapping.
We know, Blake.
I'm not gonna clap when the plane lands.
We know.
And I'm definitely not gonna stand if it's an obligatory thing.
If that 11-year-old didn't hit every single note of Jean Valjean's
exactly.
solo, I'm not standing.
If I didn't buy,
no excuse.
If I didn't buy that kid was Javert, I ain't standing. I did like the Javert kid, by the way. I thought he was very good.
They all are going through puberty.
I thought he was excellent.
I know.
I was a little out on the Jean Valjean kid. I was a little out.
He was an obvious puberty crack.
No, you know what? He was awkward. Standing awkward. Jean Valjean's not awkward. He's tall, strong. He's Dougal. Just nicer.
Are we done with this?
Yes, we are. We're done. All right. Ready to close out the show? You got any final takes or anything?
No.
All right. Neither do I. Just wanted to mention, ladies and gents, we are considering doing a listener feedback episode for this podcast, only if there is enough listener feedback to do so.
We have to do 2 this week, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying for this show, like we're considering the idea of doing conceptually a listener feedback episode.
Will be included in a way.
Somehow, but I'm just saying if there's enough to warrant an entire episode, then we'll do that. Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see how things go. And it's not even because of Mary, it's because of me and my health. So that's the deal. All right, ready to close out the music?
Yes.
All right, cool. Here we go. All right, ladies and gents, that is it. That's the end of our podcast today. Again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening and waiting so ever patiently for us to join back into the podcast world. Of course, you can reach us at maryandblake.com. If you are so inclined to leave a voicemail for any of us, go to maryandblake.com. Just hit that little voicemail button and it will pop up. Send us an email at maryandblakemedia@gmail.com. And naturally, always, please share this podcast, because that's how podcasts grow, by word of mouth. And
stay tuned. We are going to be covering episode 2 of the show. So Dinna Fash, we're going to be able to jump on that. And if you are not yet on our texting list and our email list, we are going to be sending an email about when we're going to be going live about it as well. So we'll be able to give you a heads up. And you can find out more at maryandblake.com.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
My name's Mary.
My name is Blake.
And you've been listening to Outlander Cast.
What else you gotta say? We got the closing word. Don't you remember?
For what? Is this one a new closing word?
No. It's the Outlander one. It's Outlander Cast.
Slanja?
One. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Slanja, ladies and
I didn't know we
gents.
were going to do a different one for this portion.
No, that's okay.
Bye, Slanja.
All right. Bye, everybody.